This is Brad from Voraath, and don't ever listen to shitty podcasts.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yay!
Hey. Hang on, let me get Rena. She's coming in. Hey, do you remember Chris?
Where are you at? Yeah, I remember.
The last time we talked, you were sitting on the porch of an old house drinking beer at like 8 a.m. with a machine gun in your hand.
Randall's out.
No,
Anyway, that's my partner, Chris, and there's Rena as well, who just joined us. Thanks for taking the time, man.
Yay!
Hi, guys. Nice to see you.
Hi.
So you're actually in a regular house now. You're not on the porch with your machine guns, or?
Yeah, they ain't no trouble brewing right now.
I think you told me you were like keeping the crackheads away or something, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I remember.
They just come up and steal your catalytic converter without you even seeing.
Oh my God.
Crack ninja.
That's a big problem in DC right now. Catalytic converter stealing.
Yeah.
Wow.
The cops up here, they have signs all over the place. Don't park on unlit streets. You know? Park in your driveway if possible. And like I saw 2 people that were definitely stealing catalytic converters, so I phoned it in. The cops were like, "Yeah, okay."
Did they tell you not to be a snitch?
It's like,
Mr. Seegers, snitches get stitches.
hey man, no, it's annoying because so like I have this road that's like not really residential right behind me, but people park there because it's adjacent to residential areas. There's no streetlights or anything, and every fucking morning someone starts their car up, and someone stole their catalytic converter. So it sounds like a fucking jet engine every time the goddamn car starts. Like they start their cars like, it's like, holy fuck! I was trying to
What
sleep
does it
here,
sound
man. Oh, fucking annoying.
Anyway, I don't think we came here to talk about catalytic converters. So let's
Yeah.
talk about
No,
Voraath.
what we did come here to do is make sounds of different machines. So Chris went first, and now it's Joshua's. No, all right, sorry, not a theme show.
Guess
but-
which sound this is?
Is that my microphone?
It's a vibrator.
Oh,
I was just gonna say it was my nightstand.
Sounds like my old antenna used to be attached to some plate.
Oh, yeah.
so Joshua, I gotta ask, just because we're already down a rabbit hole, what's your favorite sound?
Chewing. I don't know. Not at all.
Doing.
Oh,
I don't know.
Isn't that some weird thing like some ASMR or some weird thing like on YouTube where people love weird sounds like chewing or scratching or?
God, I hope not.
Yeah,
Oh, it
I don't
totally
know.
is.
Yes, there is, but it's not chewing. It's like, maybe like a crinkling of paper or like, these weird sounds. But like the chewing thing is weird because there is definitely a specific phobia or like this condition where people are extremely grossed out to the point of can't fucking function when they hear other people chew. It's that guy. It's your fault.
I hate it.
I just wake up in the morning, I start chewing his ear. I'm like, hey, you want some coffee?
oh.
Tell me your worst experience with people making eating sounds.
The worst? Oh, it's with Josh. He can't breathe through his nose, so he has to chew with his mouth open. So it's just loud and obnoxious.
It's true.
So wait, here's the definition. ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, where people describe a deeply relaxing sensation with tingling in their scalp as a result of certain sounds, such as chewing, scratching, or crinkling.
You got me there.
People are fucked up.
That's fucked.
That's all I gotta say. People are fucked up. We need more metal in our life. So let's talk about some metal.
if you think that's fucked up, Chris, never ever go to Japan. Never. Like things get way further. You know,
Nice.
if you start looking into their vending machines. But
all right, so let's chat Voraath. You want to start, Rena, or you want me to jump in, or Chris, or
go ahead,
Bruce.
go ahead.
So last time we talked to you, I think you were working on this, and you guys are putting together the whole package, right? It's a stage show, it's a comic book, it's like a whole story. Is that still the case? And how do you guys develop it? And are you developing the music first, or is there a process? How does it work?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Shoot,
you know more
man.
about this than I do.
All right, so we developed the idea first. All right, so if you see my wall, my room, it's got like concept drawings. I look like a psychotic, one of the psychotic doctors that writes on his wall. So it's like, we're developing this complex multiverse, and actually, any project, some of the projects we've been with, they all kind of relate secretly, like they're all in the same universe or multiverse, just different places, different times and stuff. But for this one, most of the music that I've been part of usually takes place on another planet. So it's the first time we're doing something that's a little more earthbound. So we're on Earth. There's been some weird stuff. 80% of the population has disappeared. We're about 130 years into the future. Some weird crap has happened. There's some weird deities, aliens that come down. People disappeared. No one knows why. And the world is ran by these weird corporations at this point. And it's pretty much like taking cyberpunk, mixing it with The Witcher, and putting the Book of Eli on the top of it. And yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask. Where does this come from? Like the ideas. Where do the ideas come from?
Couple hits of acid.
Yeah, like I don't want to insinuate drug use because sometimes sleeping with a nicotine patch on can do the same thing. No. But my first question is, how much weed was smoked during the making of this record?
I don't think it gives me paranoia. I don't do it.
Touche.
No, I think it just comes. We're fans of like 80s movies, 80s sci-fi. I grew up Running Man meets Legend, then I'm throwing some Mortal Kombat, and it's fantasy. But what we do is we kind of embed our personal experiences into these stories. So it's kind of like, I don't want to talk about, say, we had somebody to pass in our life, somebody who dies, or we were mad at somebody for doing something really horrible. But if you just write a song about that, it's been done a million times. So what we try to do is make it at least entertaining. So instead of me talking about how mad I'm at somebody who did something bad to me, we make his alien thing come down and we got to cut his arm off and we're mad at him for what happened to us.
Nice. And you don't make enemies that way, right?
Yeah. I hope it still offends them, though.
So here's another question then. How much creative writing do you do on the side? Or is that something that you do at all? Like, I mean, like, as in writing stories.
Just through music.
Cool.
I don't write very good. I mean, I'll be like, hey, alien, hey, boy, what you doing? Hanging out here drinking coffee. But if I put it in music, I can see it, I can feel it, I can experience it. So to me, it's more of a 3D experience more than just, I wrote down, thou is upset with the planet that he did not terraform right. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Rita?
Do you guys believe that we live in a multiverse? Like, for reals?
It's a possibility for sure.
It makes sense. I mean, it's plausible. I mean, right now with science, we're exploring the nature of black holes where, we say stuff like we could be in a black hole. We can actually be riding along the event horizon of a great black hole and all this other bull crap. So, I mean, right now we don't know where we're at. We're on a ball in a solar system that's a dust speck. So we don't We just don't know.
Except we're not on the ball, the Earth's flat.
I was gonna make a flat Earth joke, but I was like,
Yes.
don't worry,
But
birds aren't
it
real
would,
either.
like, if we are in a multiverse, don't you think it would like explain the Mandela effect, for example? Do you know what the Mandela effect is?
I'm
Yeah.
lost.
Bear stained bears. You see that on the books?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
What is the Mandela effect?
I'm Googling it
The
now.
Mandela effect is when a bunch of people have like a shared memory of something that isn't true. For example, a lot of people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison when he was imprisoned in the 90s. I hope that I'm not fucking talking out of my ass here. But he didn't die in prison.
No.
I remember that. I remember that fucking news of Nelson Mandela being dead in prison. It didn't fucking happen. There is not a movie named Shazam with Shaquille O'Neal playing a genie, but a bunch of people remember this movie.
Wait,
I
what?
being one.
Wait, yeah, hold on. Really?
Whoa.
Yeah. So that would like, I'm sorry, I'm a freaky bitch. You know, it's gonna get weird if you talk to me.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal was definitely Shazam.
Yeah, isn't he? Like, thank you. Because like, but he wasn't. There is not. No.
Everyone's Googling
Wow.
right now.
But he
It's gonna change
wasn't.
my childhood. What is it?
Wow.
Kazam?
Kazam. Oh, it's Kazam. That ain't the
Oh.
same.
Was there because there was a hold on.
Wow,
Yeah,
I'm
check
Googling
this.
it. So I'm Googling it now. Curious George never had a fucking tail.
Wow.
What?
Right.
Curious
And hey,
George never had a tail.
Have you
Actually-
printed your merch shirts on the Fruit of the Loom like brand t-shirts, the really basic t-shirts? Like think of the Fruit of the Loom and think of their logo. What does their logo look like? It is this cornucopia with this like brown basket of like fruits coming out of it. No, it isn't. Never had that fucking basket in it.
Kazam is it says strange case of a movie that doesn't exist. So like it actually never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Holy cow. We're totally down a rabbit hole
We
here.
are
Sorry,
in a
guys.
multiverse, and now I need to hear more music from you guys because we are in a multiverse.
O'Neal is like unfortunately the one that has to, guide us through it.
Yeah.
Are you
it's
guys-
fucking nuts.
Are you guys planning on taking this out on the road?
Oh yeah. So right now we have we're doing a quick warm-up show. I think May 20th, which will be local. Then we're heading on tour with Bloodbath.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so we'll be going with them, which is a few dates, which is like Northeast New York, and then going up to Montreal and Quebec.
Oh, dude,
Good for you.
Quebec is like metal. Oh, dude, they fucking love their fucking metal.
Yeah, so we'll be going with them, and then we have a metal fest that's somewhere here in North Carolina, and then we just signed to ATI Booking, which they have bands like Pathology, Narcotic Wasteland, and stuff like that. So they're working on putting us together a package right now. So
Is it
we're
going to
gonna
be
get really big.
theatrical?
Oh yeah. So yeah, we developed. If you like seen our pictures, we have a video coming out in like a few days anyway. So we developed these masks that have these weird alien eye, like glowing lights, and so we're developing this whole thing. We want people to feel like on this dystopian planet where we have these respirators and we have these little HUDs, these little lights, and yeah, it's kind of got this militaristic. Like we're just surviving. The whole story is our surviving, coping with our emotions during this weird, catastrophe while trying to unlock what's ever happening. The whole story is just trying to figure out what's happening while dealing with the fact that like this one corporation raids our village, somebody dies, and we get mad, and then we're, make it kind of like an epic. But I forgot the original question.
Was it going to be theatrical? Yeah, I think
That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Is the show going to be theatrical?
Yes, it will be theatrical.
Like concept albums need to make a comeback. Like albums that are an actual entire whole, and I don't mean something to like drop into, but a whole bigger than its parts, you know, that becomes like a journey that you need to listen to the entire thing, that it makes sense to go from beginning to end and not just think about like, is this exactly 3 minutes and is this gonna fit the attention span of the 16-year-olds of today, you know? Like I appreciate and applaud everybody who go down the difficult route of writing an actual story and then bending it around music. Like I find that commendable. So kudos, you guys.
Because you have to develop the story and then the emotional ride, you know, of this story, and then the riffs. You're playing heavy metal, but then you have to, you know, like each emotion has its own feel that you have to convey, and so that's why it takes a little bit longer to write an album. Where we'll spend a year trying to put together something, when other bands can be like, you know, and I'm mad today. This is about pretzels and dogs.
Yeah. Pretzels and dogs.
nice.
Pretzels and dogs. Also need more songs about
That sounds like a great name for a band. What's your band name? Pretzels and Dogs.
All right, so I've got to ask, since it's just been mentioned, is a hot dog a sandwich?
We asked them this last time. We can't
No, I don't
fucking
think
do
so.
this again. Yeah, we did.
We had them last time on Melody Madness. We would not have asked that.
Oh, okay. Is a hot dog a sandwich then?
I say yes.
Yeah.
Why? I agree with you, but I'm curious why.
Okay, because a regular sandwich is like 2 pieces of bread with meat in
Yes.
between it. A hot dog is a piece of bread with meat in between it.
I 100% agree with you.
You just messed yourself up, boy, because like it's a piece of bread. So isn't there like 2 pieces of bread going like this? You know,
But
a
it's
sandwich. If you have a bun that's just been split, does it constitute a sandwich though?
If you take a piece of bread with meat in it and fold it in half, is that still a sandwich?
It has to be.
Yes.
Isn't that the same thing then?
Final Tap, they refuse to work with bread that small.
True.
Okay, so then here's another question, and this is a philosophical one. It's really philosophical. If you order an open-faced turkey sandwich, is that a sandwich?
Joshua's stumped. Look at him. He's trying to figure out what the fuck is happening right now.
Yeah. And wondering why the fuck he decided to come on this show.
I love that they're getting their story straight before giving us an answer.
Right.
I've never ate an open face. I got to Google
Oh
an
my God.
open face turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
What
You've
was
never
it?
had an open-faced turkey sandwich?
No, we got liver
Mashed potatoes and gravy?
Or what?
Imagine like the what's that shit? Corn chip beef on toast. Kind of the same thing.
I mean, that's just. I mean,
Is that a sandwich?
that's just some
Sure,
shit.
why not?
A shit piled on a piece of bread. That was-
That's what a sandwich is, though.
yeah, but no, a sandwich is enclosed
Yeah, see? This is where things get confusing.
Call it a sandwich.
because they messed up.
Anyways, it doesn't matter.
So when you guys are, let's go back to. Oh, go ahead, Chris. You got something
No, go.
that's related to why we're here? I'm trying to keep this thing focused, and you keep meandering.
It's me. I didn't ask the fucking question.
When you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
are
so-
when you guys are writing, are you writing all together, or is it more the efforts of one particular member who's got the vision?
We actually write together. That's what I liked about this project is, everybody has their gifts. Some people like writing story concepts. Some people are better at writing certain riffs. Some people are better at writing heavier riffs. Some people have more melodies. So pretty much we just sit down and go. And everybody, we'll be sitting there playing some games. He'll start this noodling, and I'm like, oh, shoot, that's pretty cool. We'll jump over to the studio and just start writing into a song. And we try to figure out, like, ooh, if today we're talking about the sad part in the song. But all right, we'll turn off the light or something and feel, and then, try to see if we can embraced that concept at the time, and and he's been cranking out all kinds of riffs, and it's been a little bit different for me because usually with a project I'm in, I do a lot of writing, and this project is more like, shoot, everybody can write.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Yeah, the story writing, I have no fucking clue what's going on in the whole story. That's Josh's thing for sure.
That's my job. Yeah.
Like Bob Ezrin on Pink Floyd The Wall. I don't know what's happening here, but we can't have the whole story.
That's why he didn't play the bass parts. David Gilmour did. Anyway.
Bob Ezrin was the producer. Roger
But that's
Waters.
pretty rare, though, that you've somehow like managed to get a bunch like that together that everybody can write. Because usually it is on the shoulders of, one or two people. Maybe others can contribute with like their own instrument, some sort of arrangement choices or whatever. But to be really able to write, that's awesome.
Right. It's kind of like a unit, a special forces unit. You have your lieutenant who kind of guide things. He knows he's not the best at everything, so he'll pinpoint like one person, like your sniper is, the lieutenant's not as good as a sniper, but he has his role. So that's kind of where everybody has their gifts. We contribute as the unit. So very Southern.
Are you guys former military?
I am. Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, man.
Boo. No, sorry.
Hey, man, I'm not from the U.S., and everyone tells me I'm so rude when I don't thank a service member for their service. So
no, that's always people that aren't, it's like somebody thought, thank your service. And half of us, all we did was clean latrines and stand around all day. It's like, yeah, we did our job.
Still, you were the one who stepped up to volunteer to do that. And be ready to go anywhere if you needed to, right? So that's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which
Still.
right now is pretty fucked up if you think about it. Like, it takes some serious
Balls.
Well, I'm not gonna say balls, because according to Betty White, the vagina was stronger than the
yes.
balls.
Those things take
So,
pounding.
balls is the wrong word, but it does take a lot of courage to do it, even if you're just cleaning latrines. Like, would you want to clean latrines in East Ukraine right now? I fucking wouldn't. Like,
If you're watching this at home, you got to watch Joshua's face as we keep going down these rabbit holes, because he's cringing about everything we say.
yeah, I'm sorry. And this will be the last time they ever come on this show, so I appreciate you putting up with us.
I can't believe they repeated the mistake. Like,
Coming back.
nah.
When we get your bumper, can you say your name, your band name, and we're never coming back on this shitty podcast?
Oh God.
That would be epic.
So I think I've run out of my questions. Do you guys have anything else?
I don't know, but I've been having fun, so I've just been keeping going.
What's next for you guys then? You got this run up the East Coast, and then you got other things planned, or?
Yeah. So I guess after we do this run, we're waiting for ATI. They'll be putting together a bigger tour. But right now, the whole project was created to really focus on touring. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this. With other projects, it was a little bit harder to get on the road for extended time. With this project, we're ready to go. So we're going to be out there quite a bit. So,
and if fans want to find you, where do they find you guys at?
What do they find us at?
I don't know. You just kind of look.
Yeah, remember that shit. No, we're on Bandcamp, Spotify, YouTube. Just look at Voraath. That's all.
Okay. And
My friend Joshua, I want to thank you, both of you. Thank you for joining us. I know we kind of get way off topic, but that makes it fun. So
that's the whole point. That's the whole point of this podcast. Is just
stop apologizing for our genius, Bruce.
Yes, it's why we're number one in fucking Iceland. Okay.
Yeah, I mean we're charting. It's kind of weird.
We are number one in Iceland.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
A huge population
That
up
place
there.
is basically like a different planet.
Yes.
It is. So weird.
It's a
I've been there.
dystopian planet, right?
It is. So it kind of makes sense that those would be the people who are like, yes, we have found our median. Like, this is the content that we crave.
Anyway.
That was probably an awful attempt at an Icelandic accent. We're gonna go way down. Like
Thanks. Anyway, thanks for taking the time, man. I appreciate it. Good luck with the run. Hopefully, we'll catch you on this on one of these upcoming shows.
Absolutely. Hey,
All
thank you guys.
Yeah, take it easy, man.
Be well and be
Guys.
safe.
It was nice